Hello, beautiful soul. I hope you're all well. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the energy that we are facing at this time on the planet. So we are facing with a big energy, with a big shift of consciousness on the planet. Even Mother Earth, it's evolving rapidly. It's with this energy. So we have to evolve and we have to change and shift our energy as well so we can survive. So what does that mean? That means we have to upgrade our energy, and that is kind of the forced energy that we have received. So this time is very important, is like kind of a spiritual transition that we are experiencing ourselves. Even myself, I have experienced this started from I would say maybe from July, and up till July everything was good and great. Everything was just going great for me, and I was just very happy. I'm always happy, but it wasn't something just like make me feel kind of I want to go, by myself. I want to go within. I just want to be alone, and I just barely smile, like if I don't have to, like I'm just really in myself, which is rare for me. I usually like have smiles all the time and happy, and that doesn't mean I am not happy in my life. I am happy with everything that's going in my life, but the only things is just I've experienced, and it was a bit uncomfortable. It was with inside myself. So from a few months ago, I start facing a lot of different things. I just give myself as an example. So I thought I've done a lot of healing, which is I have. But when you do the healing, when you're doing healing in yourself, doesn't mean that's finished. Sometimes we forget, or sometimes it's some things that is still not healed. So that, but because most of it we healed from that event or situation, and that is keep coming back. Is something's left and still is not healed, and it's keep coming back. So in that case, that is start triggering you, which means so the people with the same issues come into your way to make you realize that is your trigger. So there is a saying, what triggers you in people. So for example, when someone's do some things and triggers you, that is something inside you needs healing. When you become aware about that kind of wound or your trigger. So when you are aware about your trigger, for example, let's put it this way. I give myself as an example. Sometimes I used to get really angry before I get into a spiritual journey, and I used to get angry with everything, with people's behavior, because I would never ever disrespect anyone. I would never hurt anyone. I would never upset anyone. I would just not do anything that I didn't want to be done to myself. So I always been trying to come with people, but if someone would do some things opposite and then not respecting me or disrespect me, I would show reaction. Like I used to do that. But when I went through my journey, I gradually start learning that not every actions need reaction, and by you showing your reactions, you are giving your power to that person. And I used to be really stubborn to accept this. I was like, no, if someone's doing something wrong, they need to get it back. Okay, yes, fine, but that's not us. Maybe that person is our lesson that we need to learn. It's not something we have to. That person will get his or her karma, his karma or her karmas back in their life. So let's not get ourselves involved in their karma. Let's working on our karma, which is our lesson. So if it's some things that we need to heal, we can understand. So if it's a situation, if something's happened in your life, another example. So for example, in this time, a lot of people suffer with this because it's like a cleansing time. It's removing, because we never wanted to face our shadow. This is our shadow is coming back because it needs to be clearing, and because we are evolving, we don't need that energy with us anymore. So we need to let go of that energy, and that's why we are very feeling like irritated by people, places that we go to, or people are driving, a lot of things that recently, I don't know if you have noticed or not, it's get more and worse and worse. It's becoming like, you know, I personally can't stand it. If like I said in my previous video, if I don't have to be outside and communicating with people, I will not do that. I just come to my home, my safe place, and I stay at home, so I don't give energy out, so I don't receive the negative energy if I don't have to. So that's one thing that I've been really trying to work on and then balancing. It's just because I know a lot of things come to serve for myself, and a lot of things been triggering me. People's driving and people's just like the way they behavior is, like the way they're looking at you is just not nice. But again, like I said, that person or a society maybe not experience what I am experiencing. So start with yourself. Try to heal the things with yourself. You can't change the world, but the best things you can do is change things inside yourself. Try to go in silent. Try to journal about your feelings and emotion. Write your feelings and emotions down, and just kind of like break it down and just see why you are feeling this way. What event or who upset you? What did he or she said that got you to this point that you got really angry? You had to leave the job, you had to leave that place, you have to argue with that person, or you have to break up, or anything that you have recently, the last few months been, or maybe from the beginning of the 2023, because the 2023, it's the spiritual year, it's the transition year. It's like that we have to evolve, we have to, is like kind of is it's like accomplishing the cycle that in like a spiritual cycle. So sometimes we go through the like a cycle of testing, learning, you know, a lot of things is happening. So that is the cycle. But that in this year, a lot of people's accomplished their cycle. So that's why a lot of things from even before 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, it comes to serve to finish things that we thought is done. We forgive, or we moved on from that person, we moved on from that situation. But so if they coming back, the same things is coming back, that means there is a still little attachment to that event or situation or person. So what we have to do, we need to release it. And how can we do that? We have to accept it. We have to accept whatever happened is gone, and it was your lesson, bad or good. We should never ever say bad or good. Everything we are experiencing in this life, it's our lesson, it's for our growth. And because universe come and just tell you, listen child, you need to, you know, work on this or work on that. So it shows you through people, through the things are happening. For example, you don't understand, like, this person is not a good person for you to be in your life. So what happened, this person, like, it is like I said, it's like kind of forced energy. It's something happened to you, get finally to see that true color of that person. So that, yeah, you may get upset in that time. You may get like, why these things happening for me, like, all the time? Why I have to experience these things? Like, what have I done? I haven't done even anything wrong. No, you haven't done anything wrong. But the only things you're doing wrong, you're ignoring what universe been trying to tell you for years, for months, for days, and you were ignoring. So I had to show you in unpleasant way that you're not really happy, but that's the only way. Because if it wasn't showing you, if it wouldn't show you in this way, you would have carried on with what you were doing, and then you end up in a big hole that you could not get out of that situation. Remember, everything's happen at this time for you is just to evolve you. If it depends how you translate it. If you translate it like, okay, I'm the victim of this situation, and you always will be the victim. But if you translate it like, okay, I needed to see this, I needed to hear this, no matter how hard it is, but I had to see this so I can move to the next chapter. So you can close this chapter and then go to the next chapter. It's just like this school. If you don't pass year 1, you can't go to year 2. If you can't pass the year 2, you can't go to year 3. You have to keep doing exam, study until you just complete the whole year, and then complete all everything that you needed to do your test and your exam, then you can go. When you pass, then you can go the next the next year, like in year 3 or year 4. This is exactly in our life. Until we're not pass and we're not close one chapter in our life, we cannot go to the next level. And until we don't go to the next level, we don't know what we are capable of and what universe got for us, because it's not always a horrible or sad or upset situation. Because if you try to understand things, also you will reward it. After every time you go through something hard and you realize what you need to heal, for the healing you do, you will get rewarded. By rewarded, that doesn't mean someone knock your door and give you a big present. No, you will get a spiritual reward, or you get that reward from the universe, which is something good happen. The good, like for example, you go to work, you're late for, and it's not your fault, a couple of times you've been late, but that day your boss is turn around and say, listen, you've always been late, but you didn't get to work late by, like, I mean, purposely, with intention. It just was the bus or traffic or something happened. And very unfairly, your boss turn around and says, I don't want you here anymore. You get really upset. You come home, you're like, oh, well, what can I do? I have to pay the bills. I have to do this. I have to do that. I can't afford. And it's that really hard situation. I can understand. But there is 2 things in that situation. One, trust universe. And then a second, don't lose your hope, because if that door is closed, universe had to close that door for you so you can see the doors open for you. And if you don't see that door is closed and done, you will not turn around and look at the door that is open for you. So always look at the bright side of every situation that's happened for you. Always, is no matter what is happening, the universe is trying. You are a child of God. You're a child of the universe. So there is nothing, no one is against you, unless you are against yourself, because it's your thought, it's your ego you cannot control, and that voice constantly tell you you're not good, you do this, you do that. If you completely ignore those voices, and if you go within, and if you're trying to understand and do a prayer, speak to God first. This is another thing I'm going to talk about. I'm going to make a video about this, but I want to tell you the real name God is Baba. I am Persian. In my language, Baba means dad. And when I heard this the first time, I was over the moon. I was like, even my connection with God and Creator is gonna be stronger, because I feel like when I say Baba, I feel like I call my dad like that I see my life. It's that how close I got with the name of the God. So anyway, Baba, you can write to Baba, you can speak to Baba, and then you can pray to Baba. You can say Baba or Daddy or God or whatever you want to call it. It's not about religion, or whatever you like to call it. You can call it the light, because it is the light. God is the light, and we are all light, but God is the pure light, and which is just, it's with that light is empowering us. And that's why it's very important you do the prayer or meditation. Especially with this time, if you really want to find your triggers, and if it's hard for you to find it, just go silent, just meditate and pray and ask Baba or ask God to help you, to show you what is you need to heal within yourself, what is you need to get done, and get it done. The longer you wait, the longer you leave, it's the harder it gets. So I wanted to tell you, I said everything just to bring you to this point. Whatever you're facing this time, whatever you're experiencing at this time, is not something's here to destroy you. Trust me, if you just stay strong, you will see, you will pass this, and you will get gradually, like level by level, you're going up, and then you will manifest what you always wanted to manifest. But just at this time, I would give you a few tips, very helped me. First, to update your energy, to evolve, to get rid of all these wounds, and to not get triggered by people, events, situation, especially at this time is very, very tense. So yeah, trying to not give your energy out too much. Try to, if it's not necessarily to go out, don't go out. If it's not necessarily to do things that you don't really feel desire to do, don't do it. If your body tells you you need rest, rest more. If your intuition tell you that you need to be alone, do it. Trust me, you're not depressed. You're not it's nothing wrong with you. I have been for the last 2 months, I've been like every day I've been by myself. I barely went to any event, or I got one place I always go, which is most of my videos in that in the page you can see is that place. I call it the spiritual place because in the videos I have explained what, but that place got a big energy, and when I get there, it's no matter it's cold, hot, and I just always go there and I enjoy, and I can hear the trees. I can just hear that. It's very quiet. All you hear is just the birds. So if you have any places around your house, or you can go to that to get that connection. I don't know what is like how you connect. So for me, it's nature. I love nature and meditations. Like that's the best way I can get connected, and then receive like a channel and receive the messages that I need to receive and to know for myself. When you do this, you do not need any guidance or anyone to guide you or mentor you. Trust me, everything you need is within you. Is within you. 3 times I have mentioned this because for me it was very hard to believe. That's like, how come? No, if you need this, you need to call this. If you need this, you have to call this. And if you want this, you have to go to that shop. How come? It's like everything's within you. What does that mean? Means everything you need to know, you got the answer. You just need to go quiet, silent. In silent, you can channel, you can receive the messages. The messages not coming, like for example, something pops in your mind like, okay, yeah, I can do this for that, or I can do that for that. It's just that little aha, like that aha moment. It gives you all the answers you were seeking. You just wanted to get of other people. See, that's how you become your own leader, guidance. And yes, of course, it's always good to ask guidance or advice from the people who have that experience, who had that experience, who knows how to help you. It's always good. If you didn't know, you can always ask me. You can always you can email me if it's anything you struggle with. Like, you can email me if it's anything that you need to heal, within yourself or help from. You can always email me or write it down in the comment, or any videos that you want to me make for about that, please do let me know. Back to the conversation. So the first things is stay silent, quiet. If you don't need to communicate or go anywhere, just don't. Trying to stay in your own zone and do whatever makes you happy. Going to swimming pool, to gym, to anything that makes you happy, but trying to do it, but again, not as an ego, and trying to go within and see really what you really need to do. Second is journaling. Journaling, you can journal about anything. You can talk to God and do about your day. How did your day go? What did you learn? What are you regret about, or what you shouldn't do, or what you should have done? If any emotions you have and you don't have anyone to talk to or trust to talk to someone, you can just write it down. Speak to Baba. Baba is the best person that you can go always to and speak to. So you can write things down, and then you can also add the things you like to have in your life and to improving in the way of giving gratitude, and then happy to you having it. Don't come from the lack, because universe doesn't like that. So just always give gratitude, be happy about what you have, and be grateful about what you're gonna receive. So the third thing is do activity. So activity could be, like I said again, gym, yoga, pilates, any kind of activity that helps the energies moving in your body, because sometimes the energy is stuck in our body, and by that, and you feel like tired, you feel lack of energy. So by moving yourself, like going to gym, going for a walk, or doing yoga and stretches, or getting massage, you are moving this energy in your body. drink a lot of water because our body designed and it made from water. So try to drink a lot of water and stay hydrated. That is very important. Also during this time, not only during this time, always try to eat like correctly, healthy, properly. If you like to have some sweet, this and this, no problem, but try to always have your food, your meals, and always try your meal content with carb, protein, and vegetables, so that you get all the nutrition for your body. Remember, if your body is being fed well, your brain's working well. If you don't eat, your brain's automatically is not working well. You will be snappy. You may not feeling hungry. That's not me. Like you don't feel hungry, but you are getting angry. You get really aggressive, snappy, like, because that is affected of what you've been eating, what is inside your body. And it's very important you look after your body, because this is your machine, and that who is talking to you is my soul, and this is my machine. So I need to look after my machine so it can hold my soul in, So this is very, very important, what you eat. And also, like I said in my previous previous video, I have explained about the energies and stuff, but that was very brief, like it's about 3 minutes or 2 minutes or something. But I wanted to more break it down in this video and talk more about it, and tell you more about what you can do and what is best for you to do. So the last one I'm going to tell you is listen to affirmation and podcast, a lot of, or some books. Like I will write in the description box about the books that been really helping me, and then affirmations. The affirmation was really helping me, uplifting my soul, my and my mood and my energy. Really, really helped me. I will list it all in the description box for you, so you can go back to them and use them as well. Remember to use the affirmation the first things in the morning when you wake up, and just before you go to bed, because that will stay in your subconscious mind, is the best thing. So first things when you wake up in the morning, don't go to your phone, to your social media, to your messages, to WhatsApp. Never ever do that, because you are not on the kind of energy or mood that you can adopt, or you can cope with any negative news that you will hear at that moment. So that will go directly to your subconscious mind and ruin your whole day without you realizing. You just have that in your mind, constantly thinking about it, and it's just getting angry and upset. So trying to not to use your phone, but go to YouTube or anywhere that you are using for this affirmation podcast, even for 5 minutes. Try to close your eyes, go to silent, remember your dream, trying to get connected before you start your day, before you leave your bed like in a rush. Take 5 minutes in your bed, go silent, and repeat some affirmation with you, and start your day with prayer, and then expect a miracle happening for you on that day as surprises. Not just like the one day, every day. Try to make that as your lifestyle routine. Every morning you're expecting a miracle every day. You don't care what it is, whatever is coming to your way will be the best for you. When you have that positive mindset and positive energy, you will attract that positive energy. And the way, like whenever you are down and you're stressed and you're negative, trust me, everything goes wrong, and then you will just attract one after another the situation. But if you are deal with calmness on that day, with the first things happen and the second things happen, try to calm, breathe, take a deep breath, like I said before, try to understand the situation and accept it, and then learn from it, and then that's it. Move on. Don't allow those to ruin the rest of like your day for you, because you don't know what universe got for you. You may, after those news, you might just have a really good news. So trying to stay positive, and no matter what happened, no matter what threw at you. I'm not saying this just to you do it. I am dealing with it myself. I would never ever sit down in front of camera telling you things that I have not experienced myself. Right now I am talking here, I have a lot to deal with. And then it's just the big things. It's not just a lot of small thing. For me to dealing with these things are just like it's very breathtaking, and it's like it's really hard and difficult, but I take one, I take a smaller step every day towards my goals and towards dealing with the situation. And that's why, and one of the reasons I always wanted to do a lot of videos is just because when some things happen, I just go to my shell, and this is how I deal with my how I survive in that time and a situation. I go into myself. I'm not shutting down my emotion. I have my emotion, everything's working perfectly fine. I just go within and trying to deal with everything myself, and then just keep my energy for myself. And when it's done, and I just coming out my shell again, and I'm just back into getting on with everything. But this time I pushed myself, because I was gonna just let a little bit of calm down, like, I mean, everything's calmed down, then I start making videos. And because it's a lot to me tell, I've got a lot to teach you, I've got a lot to tell you. And but it's just timing that I make that time to make the videos. And then my energy, sometimes I'm like, no, I don't have the good energy, I don't want to talk like that in front of camera for people. I want people just receive my energy, like the energy that I send to them. So, well, sorry, I get mixed up my language as well sometimes. Apologize for that. But one thing is, you need to remember, the more stronger you will, the more stronger you are, the more stronger you become. And the more stronger you become, you see every problems in like a molecule, like it's very, very small. They're not big for you. So right now, when I say I've got big things going on, it's like I'm just saying it. But for me, it is big, but it's not something, I don't see it as big anymore. It's a big, but I don't see it is that big. I used to see it before. For a little thing, I used to think, oh my God, well, how I'm gonna deal with this. Oh my God, I used to just get upset and stressed about and get anxious about that. But now I'm a lot calmer. It's just the meditation really, really helped me. Meditation was just brought me to the point that, like, I can't just tell you how meditation was helping me, and I do it on the daily basis. Not only once. I like to do it a few times a day, because every time I feel in any way like that, I don't like that feeling, I sit down in silence, even 2 minutes, even 5 minutes, just trying to not think about anything, just go within and just get connected and speak to Daddy and see what Daddy's got for you, what you want to tell Daddy, and what Daddy's got for you. So stay a strong, beautiful soul. This will be past, and you will overcome every challenges you have experienced recently, or the past year, or the past 2 years, or past 3 years. Trust me, this is a accomplishment cycle. So that is, the cycle is closing down. Whatever needs to be removed from your life, whether you want it or you don't want it, it'll be removed. So the more you resist, it'll be harder. Try to go with the flow. Don't resist with the changes, and accept the change. Welcome the new beginning, because you don't know everything that the universe will never ever take things away from you if it's meant to be for you. But the universe will make sure to take away things from you what is not serving you, or what is not meant to be for you, or good for your higher self. Remember this. So no more resistance. You just go with the flow, just surrender, just accept it, deal with it, and move on. So one more time, I explain, like I brief say this. So this is the spiritual transition. So everything you are experiencing at this moment is not some things that God doesn't like you, or universe doesn't like you, or why your life is falling apart at this time is not. Yes, for something better, the first things needs to happen. It's the breakdown. So you may manifest in some things that you are, whatever you're experiencing, you are manifesting it, not in a bad way. So for example, let's put it this way: you want the job that pays you $5,000 salary, $5,000 a month, And so you always wanted to have that job, and then now you lose your job, you're like, God, I wanted this, and then I've lost my job. Yes, but if you wouldn't lose your current job, then you cannot go to the next job that it's serve you like that 5 grand a month for you. Do you know? So just accept this, just translate it in this way. So anything is happening for your highest, like for your, for it's for you, it's for the best for your life, and then it's not some things to destroy you. To embrace this time, try to connect with Mother Earth, trying to not resist this any situation or any feeling. Try to not shut down your emotion, accept your emotion. You have not done anything wrong, and stop self-sabotaging or stop telling yourself the bad words. Love yourself unconditionally, because if you love yourself, then you can love other things. And when you love yourself, that's when universe start blessing you and give you all the blessings. I hope this video helps you, and if you think that somebody else needs to hear what we talked about today, so you can share this video to other people, so other people can help themselves for whatever's going like in their life at this time. I send you all love and light. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.